I want to make sure you keep, hydrated. But yeah, they ain't paying us.
They
yet.
ain't paying yet.
That's why we sticking with this water bottle.
Exactly. That's why I need to do. Jose Contreras got one like that. I gotta get one of those.
That's what helps you age well.
Yeah. And
you got good
collagen.
skin.
And I drink collagen every morning. You drink collagen?
You put that in your shakes?
In my coffee. Boom. First thing in the morning. I can't even drink coffee without collagen no more.
You sound like a diva. Look at you. No collagen, not for me.
Not
right?
for me.
That's good.
And I ran out of Starbucks now. Now I'm at home with the pods.
Okay, you got flaxseed oil or anything in there?
No flaxseed. I might need to start getting into that. You ever heard of black seed oil?
No.
No, black seed. Is it black seed oil? Yeah, they said it. Look it up when you get a chance. They say it's the cure for everything except death.
Okay.
Seriously, look it up.
I'm all about that.
It's crazy.
I'm all about that, like skin, keeping the skin youthful, like
I'm trying to do something about the grays.
Grays show wisdom.
Well, it does. Well, we in show business though, right? They don't like to book old geezers, you know what I mean? But I do like a little gray in women, like a little straight. Be like, ooh, she's seasoned. Nice.
I got this year. You know what? I ain't even gonna talk about
What?
I got fucking gray hair. It's underneath
It's
because I don't pull it out.
Okay.
I don't pull it out because I was told you pull one out and many more come to his funeral. So I got.
I never heard that.
I got two underneath here.
Oh, okay. Well, that's awesome.
I said one earlier. I was lying. It's two. They're underneath there.
Okay. Had that little streak. Show it off one day.
Yeah.
Show your season.
Yeah, it's coming. The seasoning, but I like it.
Nice.
I think I've earned it. It's like in the last year, so much has happened.
Right.
I started a new career. I got my ass eaten for the first time.
What?
got two great
Just all over the place. I tell you, you're well deserved now. It's well deserved. That's good stuff.
All right.
Well, that would bring gray hair too.
That's experience.
You are aging me.
That's experience.
Sucking your youth out. That's what happened with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, suck that out your ass. Suck youth out your ass like that. Better be careful. It's gonna be five more gray hairs.
Woo, I never heard you talk all rated R like that.
Right. Well, I can see he's getting younger. Sucking the youth. He's getting stronger. He's getting older. No, player.
Welcome
Thank you
to
for
the
having
podcast.
me.
I'm so excited you're here.
That was a wonderful intro about ass.
I think so.
See how we put that together?
We start off real here.
We always do.
We get real with it right away.
We get real every time we come together. Anyway.
We do. The last time I saw you at a show, Kirby's in Fremont.
Right.
But it had been pre-COVID since I seen you last.
Right.
Was it? No. Because I saw you at that Hayward show.
Probably. We bump into each other in random spots.
Because you're good at documenting. You be taking the photos. So that's how I remember.
I just do that to make everybody feel jealous and make them think I'm doing it bigger than what I am. Yeah, comedy life. Look, the crowd's wonderful. Look at my friends. They don't even know my name.
I just seen you for the photo. I leaned over to talk. You were gone. You said, I'm gone.
I'm gone, everybody. Let's go. And then the dude, the white privileged dude was there.
Who was the white privileged dude?
The white privileged dude, the weird dude at the
That's so many men, J. Rich.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the one that went on stage?
Yeah, the one to the yeah.
Oh yes.
I get a weird vibe from him because remember I asked you about him. I said, "What do you think about him?" I don't know.
Oh yeah, the one with the British accent.
I believe.
I remember. I'm sensitive about that because I'm Indian. So a British man come up to me with some attitude. I'm like, "What, motherfucker? You trying to colonize my ass?"
Hey, there's only one out here that you just threw it out there. Oh yeah, the one. Like, all right, Shanti, we are real here, I guess. Well,
my bad.
That's what's up.
So, I want to start off by asking you a question. An icebreaker. Okay. Not that we need one.
Okay.
But it's fun. For the people. If you were to be a kitchen appliance or something you find in the kitchen.
A blender.
What would a blender? You be a blender? I need substance behind this
blender.
answer. Why are you a blender?
Because because I'm always talking because I'm always on stage. You know what I mean? I use these to be pleasing to the ears.
Okay.
And you feel me? Come for the artwork, pleasing to the body as well. So
and you mix things together.
Put them all together.
You part of the community.
Exactly. What do you mean?
You a barber? You a barber? You know you mixing things
because I'm talking to people.
Bop.
See that, and then that's what I was telling.
That's my barber noise.
I could never. Hey, that's how you know the fade is there. Bop, 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 bop. Okay, you good. Next. Let's get it. Bop, 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 bop. But yeah, probably a blender because we're breaking things down. I'm blending people up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm always talking. We're breaking things down. We're getting to we're liquefying the meat.
Yeah.
When we're talking on stage or when I'm talking to somebody that I'm cutting.
I like that. That's very similar to me. I like to say I'm a grater.
Okay.
Like a grater, you can grate like carrots, cucumber, cheese, whatever. I break it down. We're gonna break it down from the big thing down to the little thing.
You can digest it better. You know what I mean? Instead
so that's how we're both breaking it down.
That's why it's always chemistry every time we come together. And if you
Laughing
notice, we're
so
never
hard.
together long. We do boom, we fireworks, and then we're out.
Yeah,
you know
it's just
that's how we rock.
yeah,
it
is. It is like that because we straight business. We don't hang out too long. I mean, after I'm done selling stickers, I'm out.
Right. Period. We're here for business, and I've learned that the older I got, especially with the comedy, I'm not going out. I'm not trying to party till 3 a.m. You know, let the new comics do it. Let them do drugs till 1 a.m. and use comedy as an excuse to hang out and get high. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I'm there, work out the jokes I'm trying to work out, sell what I'm trying to sell. Let's get home. It's a good day when I make it home by 10 o'clock.
I'm sure your lady's happy about that too.
Yeah. Well, she's not worried about it. She's asleep anyway. Yeah, she's asleep anyway. She's like, I've been doing this for years. She only comes out to the good shows now.
Nice.
Even though they're all good, but like to the big ones, like theater shows.
Yeah, the ones where you need her on your arm when you're taking photos and shit.
Right. And then sometimes I be feeling like there's a lot of haterism, or not even really haterism, like, a lot of like fake friendships sometimes, like in the community. So what I usually do is I feel like I shouldn't bring my family around people that I'm not sure even like me.
Yeah.
So when I bring her, it's usually at a theater. And usually it's good people at the theater. You know what I mean?
No, I totally understand. In the scene, sometimes you never know who's honestly rooting for your joy.
Exactly.
And so why not just keep that to yourself unless you're sure.
Right. Because we're in the Bay Area, which means we're with the sharks and the killer whales. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What are you?
I don't know. I'm the fisherman. I'll yank your ass out of here if you keep playing. You know what I mean?
Okay, cool. Nice.
Yeah, no.
So I'm interested in you being a barber. I'm interested in a lot of parts of you, but one thing I want to know is being a barber. Mm-hmm. I feel like, what do you feel like your role is in the community first? Like, tell me about the vibe.
Well, we got everybody where we have Mexican girl work there, a white girl, like one of those gnarly white girls that work there.
What does that mean?
Like, one of those right there.
Oh, like a rocker girl?
Right? Like, bro.
Wait, a surfer girl
shrooms, or bro, can we do some shrooms?
Okay, I get it.
Jay, we should do shrooms together, Jay.
Okay.
I'm like, I'm not doing shrooms. You didn't do it with the right people. You didn't do it with me. That type of thing. We got the religious fanatics in there. We got the players in there. And you're right, the conversation will be, a conversation could come up and the whole shop, including the customers, get involved. But I also worked at a quote-unquote white barbershop at the same time. And you're right. You're actually right. It's nothing like that. Over there, like I used to work at People's downtown in Oakland. I don't know if you ever heard of it, but everybody there, they're really sticking to their cells. They come to cut, they leave. Yeah. When they get finished cutting, they go smoke cigarettes and really not talk to each other. And I guess the black or the urban barbershop, we're talking to each other. We're talking about each other. We're capping. We're roasting. We're having fun. And, and then sometimes we come to work and everybody's quiet. So, it's just, it's every day. It's just like, you ever had a roommate situation where it's just a whole bunch of you guys and sometimes it's a party. Sometimes everybody's just in their room. Yeah. So, it's like that. It's
nice. Do you feel like as a barber you get to see a more vulnerable side of men given your position as their barber?
Yeah, somewhat. But you know what? To be real, once you develop a friendship with anybody, you'll get that vulnerability. Yeah. Because as a barber, that's our first contact. Yeah. And then after we seeing each other for a while, I'm cutting different things. We're learning about him or her, and she's learning about me and different things like that. And, conversations arise. You know what I mean? People go through things and, people talk about everything. Even if I'm going through stuff in my life, some of my customers, how you doing, Jay? Oh, man, my wife's tripping. And then they'll, start talking, or vice versa. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So I think you get a lot of vulnerability in there, and then you get a lot of everything's up front. I think. You know what I mean? Once you start making a connection, everything's up front. We'll do like if a guy found out his girl's cheating, he doesn't mind of the whole shop knowing about it and voicing their opinion. Sometimes, not everybody, But I've had situations like that where the room was divided. Some said leavers, the other was, nah, man, you need to work it out and blah, blah, blah. And a big old giant discussion about the dude and the dude leave. Thank y'all, man. It was something to consider.
So what do you do?
Oh, I don't know what he did, actually. I don't remember.
You gotta wait till the next
Yeah, I
haircut
gotta wait
to
till the
find
next
out.
haircut.
It's like the next episode.
Like my other customer, we had a big conversation about he asked his girl to get married. Half the barbershop told him not to do it.
Oh, wow.
The other half encouraged him, but the reason why they told him not to, because he didn't even really know what marriage was.
Yeah.
Because they asked him, well, what's marriage to you? I don't know. Don't do it then.
That sounds like a really healthy workplace, though, to be able to have these types of conversations and, like, get deep about things and be like,
Right.
okay, understand things better.
And really break it all the way down and, and really just get to the root of things sometimes.
Yeah.
Or sometimes just talk bullshit and.
What about the
But
young
you can
black
tell
men?
what's the bullshit and what's not, though. Huh?
Yeah. I would say, what about the young black men? Do you feel being a barber, do you feel like you play an important role in, like, shaping the self-esteem of some young black men that
I think
you may
so. I think
cut?
our shop definitely does because
Yeah.
we don't. Our shop is considered more so of an OG shop. We got like 2 youngsters that work there, and like they're young, like in their 20s, early 20s, so they kind of real hip hopish. But the way everybody that works there, we real like. I don't even know how to explain it. It's kind of like we're real stand up. We don't deal with no riff raps.
Yeah.
Or no low ballers. Like when you walk in, you kind of feel it. You know what I mean? And every bar, like if you hear a youngster talking like some crazy stuff, like there's always a barber or even another customer like, nah, youngster, we don't do that over here, youngster. You
That's
know what
good.
I mean?
People set them straight. That's
Right,
good.
right. You will get set straight in the barbershop if you talking crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I did this, man. I got all these women. It's like it'll be an old, hey, man, you need one woman, or something like that. And then
Yeah.
they might get into an argument. Well, what about polygamy? And then now we're back to a conversation, about
Is that a conversation that ever happened? Polygamy or ethical non-monogamy?
Yeah, it always pop up, man. But I'm telling you, our barbershop is so diverse. Like I said, we got a Christian in there, a Muslim in there. We got a lesbian in there. We got like I said, white people, Mexicans. So it's all like I told you before. Like when you talk about the black barbershop, depending on the kind of bar, like downtown they'll call it more of a high end type barbershop. They want to charge the highest, shampoo you and everything. Mm-hmm. But the real barbershop community it got its own culture. You know what I mean? Like we try to make you look fresh, the tightest fades. People that care about the line and the fade. The people that don't care, hey man, just give me a 2 on the side and that's that $10 haircut. Over with the Chinese lady downtown, get the cut and they get up out of there. She don't know how to speak English. He ain't tripping. He just want to be clean and he get up out of there. That type of thing.
You do the spray on things?
Well,
you ever doing that spray on
stuff? If they ask. But I don't offer it. But if they be like, you do it, I'd be like, yeah. I don't really want to.
How do you feel about that? And the beards too. What are your thoughts on that? I've seen these videos coming out where these dudes
fake beard?
they painting the whole thing. They just
I think the goal of that is like women with makeup, right? The goal is for you not to know that it's makeup.
But the thing is, it looks like paint.
That's what I'm saying. Those are
so
the
the
people
goal
that's
is not met.
It's not met. It's not met. It's supposed to look natural.
Yeah.
So all you guys out there painting hair, you're a painter, not a barber.
Yeah, like I feel like maybe like I can understand adding some, because there are things where you can add a spray to a beard to make it look darker.
To make it look more full.
But sometimes it just looks like a straight paintbrush line. And I'm like, this looks weird.
Stupid.
It looks
Where's the camera? You look stupid.
Do you feel there's any separation between like ethnic groups inside of the barber culture? Do you feel like there's like an Asian community? Because sometimes it'll be like Asian barbers and then a Puerto Rican barbers.
Well, when it comes down to that, I do understand certain things like for the Mexican girl that works there. When some of the black customers come in, they kind of avoid them.
Yeah.
I feel bad for it. And then sometimes I stand up, like, say it's her turn on a walk-in list. Somebody walk in, hey, can I get cut? She'll say, oh, I don't want to do it. Can you cut me? Even if I got time, nope, I'm booked.
Yeah.
Because they'll say something like, oh, well, a girl messed my hair up before, so a dude never messed your hair up?
Yeah, yeah.
So if a dude never, you shouldn't mess with dudes no more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
I like that. That's you standing up for equity. That's gender equity, inequity, and you rectifying it right there.
Right. So when they try to come to me instead, no, I'm booked. You're going to have to come back.
Look at you. You all feminist and shit.
Yeah, man. Because, and the cool part about it, she cut real good hair.
That's good.
Super good hair. So, that type of thing. But I do kind of understand it, though. But, because, they just don't trust it. Like, Like some people, like some white guys might come in and get a haircut. They don't want a hairline.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why we learned that. Would you like your line? You like your sides lined up?
You have Indian
no,
guys come in?
Huh?
You have Indian guys come in?
I do have Indian guys come in. They're the worst.
They're the worst.
Oh, damn. They're very, very picky, okay? No, I'm talking about 20 minutes.
Because they paying their money. They want their money's
It
worth.
seems a little longer here. No line. Can you show me the back, please?
I be like that with my eyebrows, too.
Well,
I be like holding it like this.
Man, my whole thing, if you can't find a mistake when you first look at it, you're looking for the problem. If you got to search for it, it's not there.
No, we are paying our money. We want our money's worth. I am paying you money.
Right. And if you mess up one time, they will not come back to you ever. They will not come back. But I got about 4 or 5 of them that mess with me. But I know how to do it.
Okay.
No, they travel. They come see me all the way from San Francisco.
Okay.
Like they work
cool.
out there. No, they come out there. They don't really talk in the chair. They just very polite with it. Just,
yes, we have my black friend. I went to see my black friend.
But I got one. Is one that's kind of hood. But he's kind of bootsy too. I don't like him a little bit. He be like, yeah, bro, yeah, like like it seems weird when he tell you, yeah, bro, I gotta be like he's like I don't know. I guess he's rich, but he's like I don't know the
drinking
vibe.
cough syrup, man.
Yeah, it's like a vibe like Malibu's Most Wanted vibe, but Indian. It's hella weird.
That's how you know they had rich parents, man.
Right. And he's like, yeah, I want a design right here. Like, yeah, he like bounce. Like, what the fuck is it? Yeah, man. And I'm trying to cut him. He wants to talk and look up while he's talking. Yeah, so about this anime. It's an anime thing. It's worth $200,000. He's cool. I haven't seen him in a while, matter of fact.
He got someone.
Right.
Do you help your wife out with her hair?
With her hair? When she used to wear short hair, I used to fade her back.
Yeah. Okay.
But she's growing it out real long right now for some reason. But she's keeping it in braids right now.
How long you and your wife been together?
We've been together been married at 11, been together probably like, I think 13. But we used to date in high school.
Oh, so y'all broke up?
Yeah, and then we split up. I went to jail. She went to the service. And then we did a full circle, ran into each other again. And then we got mad at each other and said, fuck you. And then we left again for a few more years. And then we came back. You know what I mean? We just been off and on.
Were y'all together while you were in jail?
No, I wasn't in jail. I was playing with the jail.
Man!
She went.
It was
a little juvenile hall thing, so it wasn't nothing like that. But the
what got you into juvie?
Huh? A fight at Oakland High at that. Some guy.
What was the fight over?
I don't even remember. But then they tried to say we tried to rob them because they lost the fight and everything. All of a sudden, a robbery charge just comes out of nowhere for some reason. I wonder why. A fight turned into a robbery. How does that happen? But that's how it always worked. We was always off and on. I guess she was always the ex to other girls I told not to worry about.
Yeah.
Don't worry about her. That's just my friend. Now we were married.
That's good. That's how you know it's meant to be. Y'all ended up back together.
Yeah, I'm back and forth every time.
That's good.
And then we split up for about a year again.
But now y'all been solid for 13 years.
Yeah. But I think we split up one time within that 13.
What you mean you
think? For about a year.
What you mean you think?
Yeah,
she know about this?
Yeah, she knows about it. About a year we split, and then I was running wild, and then I was like, guess I'll come home.
Yeah. What about her? She probably running wild too.
Oh yeah. Those guys aren't alive no more though. No, I'm playing.
That's always, I feel like when dudes are on board with opening up a relationship, I always feel like they regret it later because the ladies are like, "What's up?"
No, we ain't opening it up, but I wouldn't be able to take it.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to the ethical non-monogamy.
I drove past. She was walking with a dude drinking coffee. I fell out. I said, "I seen you. You was with him." She was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "You was with some dude drinking coffee." That's my coworker. Oh, I want you to quit the job. You can't see him no more. You know what I mean?
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know you were the jealous type.
Yeah. No, I'm not jealous, but I don't like
Does she
it.
get jealous with you at your comedy shows? Does she see
She
any
used
pictures?
to. She used to years ago.
Yeah.
Years ago. Why is she dropping hearts under your picture? And all that stuff. And you know we comedians. You know it's our fans, okay? Oh, hey, listen. You know. Thank you for coming. Heart, heart, heart. What do you say? Like,
When you coming out again?
well, I'll be in Sacramento next week. Come on out and see me. Me and my friends are gonna come see you. Heart, heart, heart. What bitch coming? No. They're my people, baby. Don't worry about it.
So what y'all do to keep the love alive after so long? Because I'm telling you, that's a long time right now to think about in the Bay Area.
Right.
13 years with one person.
Right.
I mean, yeah, y'all had a little break, whatever, but still, like that's a long time with the person. What do y'all do to
I think
not kill each other?
well, you know, I mean, first off, you got to always admit that you're wrong, even when you're right. You have to.
Really? Do you really believe in that?
You have to bow down.
No, you don't believe in
you
this.
You have to give up all respect for yourself. No,
I believe in you. I feel like y'all
believe
have adult conversations.
No, we real. I think sometimes I think I'm more adult than her. You know what I mean?
I think you are.
I'd be like, let's talk about this.
Yes.
But what pisses me off and where she gets me at is if she doesn't want to talk, I want to make her talk, and that's where the bigger fight starts coming.
Oh, you're not respecting boundaries.
I'm not respecting
Jay.
boundaries, but I've learned how to respect boundaries maybe over the last 7 years.
Yeah, I think
First
that's what the 30s.
No. We're gonna talk. See, that's your fucking problem. You don't listen. See, I'm leaving.
I think that's what our 30s are for.
Yeah,
learning boundaries.
Yeah.
Learning how to have our own and set up our own boundaries.
Exactly.
And then how to respect others.
See, but I don't like that. If we have a problem, let's
See,
talk.
you're still on the path of learning.
Right. Let's talk. I do not like, listen, if it's a problem, let's address it. Because I think you just want to be mad. Now you just want to be mad.
Well,
we can end this right now,
what if
but
they
you
need
want to
time
be
to
mad.
calm down so they're not mad during the conversation?
See, but the thing is, we have to learn as a people to control our anger. Do you know how to control your anger?
No.
You don't? So when you lash out, you just lash out. Your eyes turn red, and you can't be stopped, huh?
Yeah.
See,
I start crying and
that's
shit.
the problem. That's the problem, right? You're a fucking asshole. Listen, man, I am sorry. I know you're not.
No, but I feel myself. I feel the rage coming. Like I'll be like, you know what? I think we need to take a 5-minute timeout real quick because I can feel it. Okay. And then if I'm still
okay
pushed,
with that, but come back in 5 minutes and talk to me.
I do believe that we should say if I need a break, you give a time limit. Yeah. So if you say, you know what, I need a break, give me 30 minutes, and I'll come right back in 30 minutes. If you still feel like you need a little more time, then be like, you know what? Give me 30 more minutes. I'm going to finish up this walk, and then I'll come right back. I think that's very important. But if I'm like, I need time, or if something I ask for, if a boundary I make is not respected, then I could go from 0 to whatever real quick.
Right.
Yeah.
But, I always try to, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't always work. I always try to be a quote-unquote player about the situation. When I say player, I don't mean having a whole bunch of women, different things like that. When you're dealing with a situation, you're dealing with something delicately, right? You know what I'm saying? So I always feel like, all right, like if you, like I tell all my friends or my nephews or anything, like if you're arguing with your woman, you already lost. Because you're supposed to be a player about the situation. Why are you guys even in a heated debate?
Are you playing chess?
Right. Or checkers, right? They over there, no, you got, okay, let me, like you said, let me respect your boundaries. Come talk to me when you have,
And then that will get me to calm down. Right. And then later on.
And then when you call me, I'll ignore your call. And things. And then, and then you'll call and I'll ignore it in text. I just need some more time before I can hear your voice real quick because I'm angry.
See, no, that's when I turn that focus on the silencing and it says silence notification have been silenced.
I think that's the worst part though. the how you get me is the silent treatment. I do not like that.
Yeah, I already know
I will
because
flip this shit over to get your attention. Talk to me. Talk to me.
I don't like doing the silent treatment. I don't like doing the things that I wouldn't like done to myself. I can feel if I feel myself wanting to be petty, I always think, would I want my call silenced? Would I want my call silenced?
No, for real.
And so I think, no, I wouldn't. And even if I'm mad, I'll be like, yo, I'm answering this because I'm kind of pissed, but I love you, but I need space.
No, but no, in our 30s, early 30s, oh yeah, we was the petty queens and kings, and. But yeah, as I got older, I realized not to be petty.
Yeah, and also it doesn't age you well.
Like I was looking in the refrigerator one time, she kicked it. I still laugh. What the fuck are you doing? Gonna kick the door.
You not eating shit.
Right. I'm like, man. But yeah, but like
I like her. I never met her. Now I like her.
Yeah, that was years ago. She kicked the fuck. Cause I never seen that come from her before. She was mad and shit. I was like, well, don't talk to me then. I was like, wow, what the fuck? So but I think the lesson is learning how to argue, because you don't want to argue. You don't want to be unfair with your argument.
Yeah. Do you feel like, I know you told me that that before y'all got married that y'all have a daughter together, and then she had a son previously. How do you feel
I had a daughter in high school.
Yes, and the daughter who lives now in
out there in Atlanta. Right
in
now.
Atlanta. So how has co-parenting been? Has there been any like friction or anything that's come up?
No,
because
I rule my house with an iron fist, Shanti.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, everybody. It will be no silent treatment with
you. Seem like a fun You seem like a fun dad, goofy dad.
With the children, with an iron fist. Okay, this shit needs to be clean by the time I come home. No one-on-one time. Just clean, homework, sleep. All right, I'm not here to be your friend. I'm here to save your life. All right.
Whatever, man. You sneak in snacks. You sneak in snacks when she said that dinner's over.
My daughter tries to run over me, but she's all right.
You a sucker, man. She run over you.
She run over me. I'm starting to think. I'm just like, oh my, got to be serious with her.
You a big old softy.
Right. She knows I'm.
She said, "Man, give me $20."
Dad. I said, clean up the room. Mom said tomorrow. Give a fuck what Mom said. I said that I go in the kitchen and kick her refrigerator. Blah. What the fuck you told her tomorrow? So But yeah, no, it's fun. It's fun. Kids are good.
What about being a dad to a young black man in today's world, in today's society?
Well, just gotta tell them. Just always. I mean, it's just like anything, man. You just try to tell them to do the best you can. Try to be a good influence. Tell them don't look at my comedy shows. Don't watch that. Watch how I act at home, not on TV. That type of thing. But it's just get good grades when he was in school. Get good grades. Keep your appearance up. People treat you differently when you look raggedy and different things like that.
Yeah.
If the police pull you over, put your hands all the way out the window.
Yeah.
Until they come.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't ride 4 deep in the car. You and somebody else. Matter of fact, just ride by yourself or a girl with you or whatever.
Yeah.
Just the safety things. Only thing I can tell them. And, just be safe out there and, don't do drugs.
Does he do any extracurricular?
No. He's actually he's going to school for some kind of tech stuff. I don't even know where we're at now.
Okay, nice. He's in STEM.
Right. He's like, I don't understand what he's talking about, so I just say, okay.
That's good.
Good. I don't know what he's talking about, and then he does a lot of gaming stuff. Like, he had TVs all over. And he doesn't even have a controller now. They don't play on controllers no more.
I don't know, man.
They play on fucking keypads and a mouse. Shooting shit up. They do that type of thing. So
I don't have the dexterity skills for that.
But I am. He's completely different than me when I was younger because very responsible kid.
Yeah.
Especially financially. He got his own car off the lot. His very first car. He went to the lot and got it. Okay. I had a bucket.
He saved up money?
Saved his own money, went down there, got the car, drove it home, told us to come outside and look at it. What the fuck? Yeah, it just came off the lot.
All right.
Never asked for money. Like, it's hard. It's nothing to get mad at him about.
Yeah.
And that's why I can't trust him.
Now he's going to take care of you when you old.
There's something going on. He's too perfect. You don't ask for money, got your own car. Sometimes I smell a hint of weed, but I can't prove it.
Do you smoke weed?
No more.
Okay.
Weed is the devil's lettuce.
When did you stop smoking weed?
No, I'm playing. I stopped. I stopped years ago, but I always dabbled.
Yeah. Do you drink alcohol?
Yeah, I drink.
Okay.
Yeah, not in excess though.
Yeah.
Not like when you said how drunk you was at the last show. Nothing of that nature. Nothing to that nature. was a little embarrassed. You know,
I was turned.
turned up. Talk about Indian love. Some shit you was saying. I don't know what.
That's all I'd be yelling
I
about.
don't know.
Drunk, sober.
I don't know. But
I'm very okay. One thing I'm interested in is that I didn't know that you were a poet.
Right.
That you did spoken word. Tell me how you started. How did you get into spoken word? Like what ignited that within you?
Long story short, short story long. So
You can give me the long story.
so
I like stories.
it's boring. No, the story's boring. But
Okay.
But so I'll try to get to the good, the juicy parts. So
Okay,
when I went to jail fighting over at Oakland High, they wanted to send me to the California Youth Authority.
Okay.
Now, instead of going to the California Youth Authority, the judge set it up for me to go to this place called Camp Sweeney on 150th.
Okay.
Now, Camp Sweeney is meant for you to be there, I think, 6 to 9 months or whatever the case may be. But after a while, you'll have privileges to go home on the weekends. So you'll do your time, boom, go home on the weekends, go back up there, blah, blah, blah. But while I'm up there, some guys from UC Berkeley comes up there, and they show us a movie called Slam about Saul Williams, who wrote poetry.
Yeah, late 90s.
Oh, yeah.
Like
yeah.
1998, I think.
I guess. Yeah, it had to be.
I feel like it was like that time.
Right, 97, 98, like
Yeah.
that. And we was all watching it, and I thought it was dope as shit. I already thought I was a little rapper anyway.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Little raps. So when Saul Williams got up there and he was doing his thing through the whole movie, I was like, oh, this shit is dope.
Yeah.
Like, poetry is hella dope because I don't need a beat. So I could really just write about what I want to write about. And then next thing I know, the people wanted us to do a competition. Everybody write a poem and everything like that, and the winner gets certain things. So I did that, got first place, and then I got hooked. Yeah. And then after I got hooked, when I got out, I started looking for open mics.
Yeah.
And I started going to Dwayne Wiggins' spot. Dwayne Wiggins had a spot called the Java House.
Yeah.
Over there near the lake, and they used to do poetry, I think, on Wednesday nights. And I used to go there every Wednesday.
What things motivated you to write? Like, what things did you feel like inspired you to write about? What?
Everything. I was just writing about ever since I seen that. I just every time I had a chance to write, I wrote. If I got bored, I wrote. I wrote poetry. If I was on the bus headed to work, I was just writing poetry about anything.
Did you use poetry to swoon on some lady?
Yeah, I was trying to do the little love poetry, but I was kind of doing. I was like, I don't know. Back then. I was a little fake woke.
Yeah.
They wasn't calling it woke then, right
Yeah.
there. Like, you know, I grew my little locks, had my little
you had locks?
My little seashells in there. Tell myself, you know.
Did you do those? Those ones?
I've done some of those where people be in the background doing that though.
You're like orange.
Right. On, you know, I've have killed.
Yeah.
Killed inside. But I was more so.
So that's kind
with it.
Your experience sounds kind of like a movie. You know, you got in trouble. You know, you got in trouble.
In the inner city streets.
Yeah.
And next thing
then the judge,
right.
he sentenced you.
Right, told me to get my act together, and I did 5 minutes at a time.
And then you were like, I'm not gonna do this shit. And then these guys came in from UC Berkeley.
Right. White boys too.
Oh, there were white boys in my head.
And one Mexican.
In my head, there were 3 black men.
Right, with dreads and shit. Tell my brothers, y'all don't have to, you know what I'm saying, brother? I know what path y'all going down, but, you know.
They talk about Ernest Hemingway, and they showed Slam, though.
Slam, but Saul Williams.
I like that because Slam was, I think it was centered around black men, or at least
Yeah. And then he went to the jail, did the whole little system and everything. Man, that shit was. I'm gonna have to rewatch that. That was a dope.
I think I'm gonna have to rewatch that one too.
That's a dope movie. One Public Enemy #1. Yeah. One. Yeah, you gotta watch the little snippets at least.
And then you got out, and then you continued on. Right,
with the poetry, and then I started going to a place called Holla Back where I met this one little chick. We was dating for a little while, and she actually put me with a theater group in West Oakland called the Lower Bottom Players. They was
Lower Bottom Players.
Yeah, Lower Bottom Players. They did plays. They did Shakespeare plays.
Okay.
And it was I told her I needed some money. I was like in between jobs, struggling and stuff. And then they was like they're casting for the play and it pays. So I'm like, let me go down there and see what's happening. Went down there, auditioned, got the part. And we did like 3 weekends of it. And then the last day, they was throwing a party and they had poets coming to the party, but the host didn't make it, got sick or something. So I told him I'll host it. I'll host it and bring them up. It's no problem. I got up there, hosted it, brought everybody up. Now, it was a dude at the party named DJ Ego. I don't know if you used to go to Dorsey's when I ran it?
I went to Dorsey's Locker a long time ago, maybe like twice.
Okay, well, it was a dude named DJ Ego who was the DJ there. And after I got finished hosting that night, he was like, dude, man, you hosted hella good, man. Dorsey Locker need a new host, man. You should come up there. And he was like, man, but pay $50 a week, man. You ain't got to promote. All you got to do is bring people up. I was like, what? Hell yeah, let's do it. I need I'm counting, that's 200 a month.
Yeah,
whoa,
yeah.
Whoa, but I'm trying to figure the shit out. So I go up there. And Brian, the one that owned it, he was like, yeah, we could possibly do it, but I already got a host. So the dude came, and I got up there and just performed my poetry anyway, and everybody liked it. It was cool. So I was like, cool, I'm going to come back next week. Came back next week, and the host didn't show up. The host was actually trying to muscle Brian for more money and said, well, I ain't coming.
You came in and
swooped. So, but I was right there. He said, hey, you got the job, just like that. He's like, oh, hey, the dude was like, I ain't coming in unless I get more money. He said, that's all right, bye. Hung up on him. Hey, you want the job? I'm like, yeah. But I didn't realize that till later. That's when I found out what happened. Boom. Then I got it, and then I did that for like 3 years. Never missed a Tuesday. And like maybe a year and a half in, comedians start.
Yeah.
And that's how I started falling in love with comedy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. People like, you ever remember the dude named Black Ass? You ever heard that name?
No, Black Ass. No.
Well, anyway, before people was going viral, he was selling DVDs on the street of him doing like all that shit they do on Instagram.
Yeah.
Made a lot of street comedian. Made a lot. He started coming up there, and Darius Monday. Remember Darius Monday?
Yeah, yeah.
Darius started coming up there. He's a barber too now. And next thing you know, I started seeing him. I was like, man, I could do this. And I was drinking a lot back then, so I used to drink, get up there, talk shit. People said I was funny. Next thing you know, I'm doing comedy.
Nice.
So, you know.
And it works with the schedule and everything.
Work with the schedule and everything.
That's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
I got a question again now about being a barber now that you brought it up again. I'm thinking, how do you feel like it's taught you how to be more sensitive maybe? Because sometimes people with their hair, people experience different things, like alopecia or, whatever,
Right.
people losing their hair, people, do you feel like it's made you more sensitive with how to approach those things with people?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Have you ever been doing someone's hair and then all of a sudden you're like, man, you got a bald spot back here that they didn't even know about?
Yeah, then you touch it, and then that's what make it go bald even faster. In their eyes, like for real. Oh my God. If you ever want to mess with anybody, just touch wherever you think is. Just say, hey man, are you balding? And they will feel your finger for the rest of the night. Because they're so self-conscious about it, Believe it or not, a lot of men are very self-conscious. Very, very. That's why they stay in the mirror so long after the haircut.
Oh, yeah.
And to be real with you, in my opinion, it might not be, in my opinion, that comes from low self-esteem. Because I got clients, and I got clients who they don't care what kind of haircut it is. They know they're going to look good.
Yeah.
And they got that confidence. But I don't even need to see the mirror.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But sometimes those guys is, you know what I mean? You're so worried about that. You want your haircut to be that perfect.
Yeah.
It's a self-esteem thing. You know what I mean? Because your
Yeah.
life's not that perfect.
Also, it changes in 3 weeks.
Exactly. So for a dude to sit like this for 20 minutes on something that's going to change, especially black people, because black people like to get the bald fades.
Yeah.
So when they get bald fades, it starts growing back in about a week and a half.
Okay.
So they get cut maybe every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So for them to stay like that. So when to answer your question, I do address them a little more. I try to get as perfect as possible because I know they're so sensitive.
Yeah.
And I know their self-esteem is a little low, and that's the haircut is really what brightens their day. If they could look at that like next time you go in a barbershop or something like that, and you see a dude, and see the barber handling that mirror, and you see that dude smile, they smile. And they'll try to hold the smile. You'll see that with kids all day. When you get older, they stop doing it, and then they'll be like, all right, cool, try to be cool,
Yeah.
But kids, I like it. You feel me? They number big kids with it, so So I think I do try to come in and be a little more gentle when I realize that you're sensitive when it comes about your hair.
Yeah.
And then some people don't even care about hair. Some people care about their beard very like more like you'll give them the mirror, they won't even look at their hair, they go straight to the beard because it's something that they don't like about it.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is, but they need it to be a certain way so they could feel more comfortable about it. Because they don't hate it enough to cut it off, but they don't hate it enough to just say fuck it and let it grow. So when they come, it got to be, dude, man, I need this to be perfect, like this, and then they'll feel more perfect inside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's more of a psychological thing. And then you got clients that be like, hey man, just go against the grain, man, no line. I just want to feel clean.
Yeah.
I need to be presentable.
It must feel good though to see that smile. To
Oh
know
yeah,
that
of course.
You put it there.
Yeah, you give them thing, they be like, oh! You know what I mean?
You're like, yeah, that's me.
Yeah, I got you.
How come you haven't done that video that all the barbers do, where they kiss the dude on the forehead?
Well, you know,
how come you haven't done that video yet?
I'm not that cool.
Come on, man, I want to see that video. I want to see that black man joy. I want to see that bonding going on.
No kissing, no kissing.
Yeah, I want to see forehead kisses. Yeah.
Help! This is harassment. Now I'm in jail and shit. Shanti got me kissing people at the shop.
We did it for the TikTok.
Yeah, we did it for the gram. I'm in jail for the gram.
Instead of fighting this time, it's for loving.
It's for love.
There we go.
Yeah, you can be kissing random people. But that's cool.
So I got a question here that we end on asking everybody.
Nice.
Because I like to better know you.
Okay.
And the inner workings of you. So how can someone love you better? And this can be, yes, your wife, but also, your friends, people like this is just like a humanly love. How can someone love you better?
By loving themselves better. That's the way they could love me better. If they love themselves, they can't help but to love others. Because to love yourself is to love others. Because if you hate others and try to hurt others, you're really hurting yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it's I believe in the, in reaping what you sow. Mm-hmm. Seed, time, and harvest. Yeah. Everything's a seed. Everything needs time and everything's going to harvest. Mm-hmm. So, like you planted the seed of me even being here today. And you planted that face to face, I think was about a month or two ago. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, you even had the seed in your mind to even put something like this together. And as time went by, here's the harvest, me and you and whatever it is you're going to put together with this. So I think to love me better is you dropping the seed of love with yourself.
Yeah. And
then the time and the harvest will be friendships, will be being nice to each other and being a blessing to each other, because being a blessing, a lot of people don't peep this, being a blessing is the real blessing. Like, you ever heard the saying, like old school saying, it's better to give than to receive?
Yeah.
And it's more and then the Bible says it's more blessed to give than to receive. The reason why they say that is because if you need $5, and I bless you with $5, yeah, that's a blessing. Your friend blessed you with $5 because you need it. But I'm blessed, too, to be able to let go of $5 because I have it in abundance.
Yeah.
So by me having this money in abundance, I'm able to bless you. So when people want to say, I think the goal is to, like, you should probably I think a person should probably frame their idea of success as, I want to be able to bless people. Because if you're able to bless people, then you have an abundance.
Yeah.
Why have an abundance if you're not going to bless anybody? You're going to lose it anyway because that comes from selfishness and different things like that. But if you plant the seed of giving, then it's going to obviously come back to you.
Always.
It has to.
It has to.
If you plant a seed, and then you can always tell a tree by the fruit it bears, right?
And people always remember who watered them, too.
Exactly.
When they were growing in that way. So, yeah, in Indian culture, they have a similar thing. My grandpa used to tell my mom to be like this with things rather than like this.
Right.
And so, for those of you who are listening, the hand gesture I made was pretty much dropping something into someone's hand rather than holding your hand out open, asking for something. So, it's similar to, giving. And I like that.
And it's not bad that you have to be like that because
it's
everybody
not
goes through things.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's the blessing when it drops. Because when it don't drop, it's, oh man, why I'm not getting blessed? But then somebody comes and blesses you with it, and then you be able to turn it around and do the exact same thing, and everybody's just flipping and flipping and flipping, and it's back to the time seed, and you know what I mean. And I even think about that when it comes to talking, when it comes to the things that you talk about. Like I said, you could tell a tree by the fruit it bears, right? Think about what people talk about the most. Think about what people do the most. Think about, you know, you ever see those people that everything's always angry? Everybody's blaming everybody.
And it's always about a person or something like that, you know? It's
really
like
hurting inside some kind of way. So what the fruit they're bearing is angry fruit. It's jealousy fruit. It's like this. Is like maybe they need to be watered with love.
Yeah.
So then, therefore, you feel me? They could be filled with it, and then they could push it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, so I think, and to boil it all the way back around, how could you love me better? You got to first love yourself.
Yes, the words of RuPaul. The words of RuPaul is, how the hell are you supposed to love anybody else if you can't love yourself or something like that?
Exactly.
You know, I butchered it, of course.
Right.
But
what's your favorite
if you
quote?
can't love yourself, how the hell are you supposed to love anybody else? Something like that.
Right.
RuPaul fans, don't come at me now just because I fucked it up.
They coming for you. They coming for you.
No, but I really like that answer because I think that is really important. The more we love ourselves, the more we love others. And if we're angry with ourselves, then things that we see outside that are different, we fear and we cover up fear with anger. And
and you can't help nobody. If you can't, you know what I mean? If you can't help yourself, you can't love nobody and not, you know what I mean?
No, you're totally right.
Self-hate.
Yeah.
Self-hate make you hate everybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially when they look like you and different things like that.
I think that's a really good way to think, especially toxic ass comedy world.
Yeah.
You know, we're around a lot of people that think in these angry fruit ways.
Right.
And
it's people. No, seriously. I met a comedian one time, and we ended up not being cool later, right? And the cold part about it, when we first met, I never seen. I mean, I might have seen him once or something. Some people will hold on to things. Like a comedian told me one day when we first started talking, hey man, how you doing? Whoa. She was like, you know, when I first met you, no, she ain't even met me. She was like, when I first met you, I didn't think you liked me. And I'm like, why would you even say that? She already had a negative thing about how I felt about her. And we've never had an interaction. You know what I mean? So, you know, to make an assessment, like I said, the fruits you bear, she just needed to be loved on and different things like that. But, you know, I was in a different space, so I was like stomping on people around that time. Yeah. Because I needed to be loved.
That must have been a long time ago. I never remember you stomping on, you know, I probably just bring out the joy in you. That's why.
Oh, yeah.
And you never mad about when I'm around.
No. I told you, me and you, we get fireworks and then we... You know what I mean?
That's how this is.
Like if I wasn't married, I was gonna take you from your boyfriend. Remember, I was like, I'm gonna beat his head off. Hey, this shit's over. Cut it. Get the fuck
That's
out.
How this moment. This how this interview just went. You know, you come in.
Right.
And I just want to tell you again. The last time I saw you, I remember that set at Kirby's. You killed it. That was really
thank you very
funny.
Very
and I
much.
remember because I had. You know, two older white people that came as my guests that also live in Fremont. And you were killing it with that. So you're killing it in a totally different demographic of people that are outside.
You're very fond of the white community, aren't you?
You know, they buy stickers. You know,
Hey, my top sticker buyers. Right
They're top sticker buyers.
I'm on refrigerators all over Fremont.
Walnut Creek.
Concord.
Manteca.
Right. Anyway, the Bay Area Rapid Transit goes, I'm there. You know what I mean? What's your favorite quote, Shanti?
My favorite quote?
What was that one?
Shit, man.
It's over.
It's okay. Well, we still got this one right here going for a second.
It's cookie. Hey, well, we made it to the end.
Damn. Well, here on audio then.
I was like, cut it.
I'm sorry. Things got interesting, you know. Well,
see, it's always the later part where it gets right.
You know what? The YouTubers just won't get it. The listeners on Spotify will get it because we're still recording right now. So you know what? We're gonna end with a quote. I'm just gonna read this one sentence, okay?
Okay.
Your wound, my garden. The things you hate about yourself, I love them in me. So I think very similar to what you're saying earlier, you know, the pain in yourself. If you look at it as that, you will see that in others, and you will bear that angry fruit or whatever. And sometimes if you see things as beautiful within yourself, that are imperfect flaws.
Right.
You know, like one of my flaws is I'm kind of emotional.
Right,
Like I
right.
cry very quickly.
Right, me
But
too,
I'm
me
a very
too.
sensitive heart though, and I think that's beautiful too. Because like if you shared something happy with me, like
Right.
I may tear up too
Right.
out of joy.
No, but you know what? That's the beautiful thing about it, because to be real, you're supposed to be joyous
Yeah.
with your friends that's experiencing joy.
Yeah.
But you're also supposed to cry with those that's grieving.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing of a true friend. How could how could my friend sit there crying and I'm not affected?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If
Yeah.
we're connected. If I stub my toe, my mouth is gonna yell. And then my arms might jump.
Yeah.
Because we're all connected some kind of way. If you're true to the game, then some people, they're happy you're hurt, but that's because there's a lot of hurt inside of them. Because now they're looking at you like, good. Now you feel how I feel.
Yeah.
So so sometimes you got to recognize that, and then sometimes you can, if you think about that, that will cause more peace within you too, because you'll realize it ain't even them that's getting at you like that.
Yeah, that's something I've learned in like
Yeah.
the last like 5 years of my life
Yeah.
is when I see anger and pain, instead of being like, oh, you're going to be like that with me.
Right,
Instead, now I'm
right.
like, you know what? I see like, you know what? I'm just going to give space here.
Right.
Because I see that there's pain here.
Right. And without you even saying it, you kind of on the same campaign. Like if you ask Melvin and all those cats I hang with, they'll tease me about it. But my recent campaign for myself, like I don't post it or anything, is seeking peace.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, if you seek peace, you'll find it, guaranteed. No matter how hard he try to come at me, you try to come at me, even if the dog try to bite me, if I'm seeking peace, like if I know it's going to be a problem, I'll go around that dog.
Yeah.
If I know this person is hurting, that I won't trigger him, or if you the main thing to do is to seek it. If you're just going, and you got to be intentional with it. You got to be. It's like how they say, live your life purposefully.
Yeah.
Purposely seek peace. Purposely try to seek peace with anybody, and then it helps with the comedy career too, because you know how the game is. It's funny people that got Netflix. I mean, it's people that's not even funny that got Netflix specials.
And there's people that got Netflix specials that aren't peaceful, that aren't at peace with the success even.
So you gotta
always
seek it.
seek
And if
peace.
it's not good, if it's like even shows, a lot of even shows, I've been turning down shows. If I'm not at peace with it, I'm not doing it.
Yeah. I feel
I don't care how much it is. If I'm not, you ever had a show? I don't know why I took it.
No, yeah.
No, fuck that. No. Or next go around, let them down easy.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah,
don't do
totally.
nothing if you're not at peace with it.
Always seek peace.
Seek peace. Let that be a campaign for the rest of the year. Seek peace.
You know what I'm going to tell you right now?
Mm-hmm.
You know what Shanti means?
What?
Peace.
No. What?
My name's Shanti.
What?
In
And I've
Hindi
been
means
seeking peace. No.
It means peace. Yeah. Om Shanti. Om Shanti is a prayer in Hindi.
What?
Om means eternal. Om and eternal.
Right.
Peace, Shanti.
Oh.
Eternal, like may I have eternal peace in my life. Om Shanti.
Nice.
So when I'm at a temple and everyone's like Shanti, Shanti, I'm like, what? What?
Ain't there?
What?
I'm up in here. I'm here.
I'm here.
You hella funny.
So yeah, there we
But
go.
Yeah, seek peace.
Always
though,
seek
Shanti.
peace. Shanti out.
And then when you get mad, think about it. Seek
Yeah.
peace. Shanti, seek peace. Don't go crazy.
You're right.
Because it's a spirit in them that's you ain't even going against him. It's the spirit in them that's coming at you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Usually I cast that spirit out of them. Like, bow! Right in the mouth. Usually the spirit leaves when you punch him in the mouth. But Yeah.
Shanti. All right. Well, that's it. Seeking peace. I like that.
When will this be out?
Shit, now you're going to put editing pressure on me now,
Yeah,
man.
because I'm going to
Shit.
promote on the 25th of February.
I'm thinking it's going to be out. Why don't you shout out all your stuff right now before we head
so
out?
It's super easy.
Yeah.
You'll find it's going to be on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pornhub, JRich510, JAYRICH 510. And that's the same for Cash App and Venmo.
And then for all the freaks, what about OnlyFans?
Oh, that's also JRich510. I made it easy. I made everything the same. JAYRICH 510. Anything. If you put that in, you'll find me on anything.
There we go. Thank
On
you so much
anything.
for being here today.
Swingers.com and all that, Yeah, I'm playing.
Thank you for being here. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
You made me laugh.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. Put your clothes back on. What the
The
fuck are you
camera
doing,
turned off,
Shanti?
man. Shut the
What the fuck are you doing, Shanti?
All right, we done.
I need to leave. I need to leave.
Get out.
It was going down in there.